Our next inductee is a dedicated, longtime broadcast engineer. Bob Moore has impacted broadcasters far beyond his home base of Lebanon, where he owns Broadcast Communications Engineering. Let's learn more about Bob's impact on the industry.
And sometime about 1995 or 1996, I was a full-time engineer, and the phone calls got so prevalent. So many phone calls came wanting help that I made the decision to go into contract engineering. So I left and started my own company. We started literally building stations and maintaining stations. Somewhere in the vicinity of 100 signals we've built over the last 48 years. We still maintain 30 to 40 on a regular basis, with calls coming in almost every day from somewhere else over a 4-state area. We're working now, and it's been so rewarding. It's something I've never gone to work a day in my life. I've loved what I've done.
Not many sons have the opportunity to say this, but my dad is my best friend. And I mean that. I miss the days when we would leave in the morning and get back around 9 o'clock at night. And we would be together in the truck all day, every day, wherever we went. And we just got to go. We would be Missouri, Arkansas, Kansas, Nebraska. It really didn't matter. We were headed lots of directions. And we would have something we had to do somewhere all the time. Much of it was technical. And at the time, I got to be the strong back in this scenario, but I really enjoyed it. I got to spend time with my dad. I hope I get to have the same relationship with my boys, because it was pretty awesome. He's a perfectionist, and it has rubbed off on me in ways that I still don't understand and haven't been able to put in words, but appreciate every day.
What is most genuine about Bob is the fact that we will sit down after we've worked for hours on end, and we'll talk about family, we'll talk about stuff at church, and we'll talk about just life in general. But the one thing that Bob is really concerned about, and I am too, is the future of radio and keeping young people interested in working in the radio business, especially in the area of engineering, because honestly, folks, that's a lot of work. And sometimes the rewards only come when you realize that without people like Bob Moore, there wouldn't be any radio, because he's what actually keeps it going.
My dad has always said to me that if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. And while he is probably the most intelligent person I know, and definitely the most hardworking person I know, I think he would say he's never worked a day in his life. So, Dad, congratulations. I'm so proud of you. We're all so proud of you, and we love you.
I am so proud of you, Bobby Joe, for the man that you are. It is a joy to see you recognized for the many years of dedication and commitment to excellence in the world of radio. Congratulations on your big night.
Please welcome Bob Moore to the stage. Bob?
Everyone's marveling at the afro. What can I say? A heartfelt thanks is probably not adequate enough. There were so many people over here that featured in that video. My family, my daughter and son-in-law, who literally have fought power outages in Dallas, storms, and flight delays, but they got here, and thank you. My immediate family, thank you for being here, all of my family, and my closest friends back here. Fortunately, you got to see them in the video right there. I don't know if you could tell it, but my family's important to me. And let me stop. My mother, who I didn't know if she could make it, but she did. My brother got her up here. Don't believe a word they tell you about what I took apart as a kid, okay? That's the only thing I will ask. Don't believe a word of it. Yes, I love my family. I love what I do. I really do feel like I never worked a day in my life because I've loved what I've done every day. But if you want to find out what an engineer does in this business, don't ask me, ask my wife and my kids, because they know what it's like to receive a phone call all hours of the night, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365, and yes, you have to pick up and go. But it's never been work for me. I had to think, I sent a picture in that didn't get up there. There was a picture of the old radio station they mentioned, KSOA. I remember so well sneaking a 13-inch television into the room where I was on the air, where that afro was, by the way. And I remember hearing those infamous words, "Go crazy, go crazy." I got to hear that. I got to hear that same voice several years ago say, look at here, number 61. Of course, I'm talking about the late, great Jack Buck. I've been in the business 49 years, and I love to reminisce a little bit about what's going on. But the biggest thing I love about it is everybody here tonight, the number one thing that we're proud of is we took to the public information that they needed to know. Steve Grant, I watched you after the aftermath of the Joplin tornado, and you spoke to us. You came into our living rooms and you spoke to us. Wendy, I can only imagine what words that you had to speak during the Ferguson going on in St. Louis when you said, stay with us, we're going to keep you informed. Ann has already spoken, and the Hyatt collapse, and how many dozens of stories did you have to say, hey, we're going to keep you informed, don't go anywhere. Joe Buck was supposed to be with us tonight. Do you remember back a couple of years ago when Joe and his broadcast partner searched for words to tell us when they knew a young man was fighting for his life on the football field? And he would leave and say, we're going to take a break, but now when we come back, we're going to keep you alert. I've heard Mike Claiborne say, we're going to sort this out, and when we come back, we're going to let you know what happened to that play. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. We're going to keep you informed. And Brian, as a meteorologist, boy, over the last few weeks, but for 35 years, how many times have you had to say, hey, folks, this storm, this one's packing, this is a big one. It's packing a punch. Now don't go anywhere. We're going to keep you informed. I'm so thankful that for 49 years I've been in a profession and an industry that has wanted to keep the public informed. Yes, I'm in engineering. I'm one cog on that wheel, and I'm so proud that's what my position has been. But I'm most proud of the fact that we have joined people in their living rooms. We've joined them in their cars as they drive down the road. We've been with them at their desk as they work. We've entertained. We have encouraged, but mostly we have informed people, and I'm so incredibly grateful for that opportunity to be a part of this industry that I can look at and say, we've kept you informed and we've been a part of it. Next Tuesday, my wife and I celebrate 36 years of marriage, and I guess the only way in the world that I could wrap this up properly, she tells me, well, people ask me, what's your exit strategy? When are you going to quit? And I said, I don't have any idea. I've not really thought a whole lot about it. My wife tells me that for the next 30 years, I may be coming to this very event. So I guess the only way I can wrap this up is just say, stay tuned. We're going to keep you informed, okay? A heartfelt thank you to everybody so much. Thank you.
Congratulations.